We all know that the world is behind, globally, because of the pandemic and stuff. But I don't understand why they're not stressing to y'all how bad it is. I teach 7th grade. They are still performing on the 4th grade level.
This is Marquise Bryant. He's a new teacher with some major concerns about his students.
This is my 3rd year teaching post-pandemic. And so I had just got to the point where it's like, okay, why is no one talking about this?
Many of the children in his 7th grade class are, he says, well behind where they should be.
They don't know how to do basic computation, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. They don't know that ascend means go up, descend means go down. They don't know that quotient means divide. They don't know evaluate the expression means I just solved the problem.
According to the National Assessment of Educational Progress, average test scores for 13-year-olds plummeted during the 2022 to 2023 school year when compared to pre-pandemic levels. On average, this age group, which is typically 8th grade, scored the lowest in math since 1990 and the lowest in reading since 2004. After Bryant recorded a TikTok video talking about what he was seeing, teachers from across the country began to respond, describing what it's like to witness pandemic learning loss firsthand. 7th grade teacher Angelique Sherins was one of them.
It felt like a relief that a teacher was actually speaking about it in a public forum.
These kids can't read. They can't decode. They have no vocabulary, no background knowledge. I've never seen anything like it.
It's gotten to the point where the skills deficits are so significant that we almost can't function in terms of teaching to the standards for the grade level because they don't have the skills necessary to access them.
Middle school teacher Sarah Shemarani says expectations are so low that even parents struggle with motivation.
But I want to break it down for you. If a student has an F in a class, the parents, they're like, oh, my student has an F. They didn't get in trouble. They're coming home. There's food on the table. So then why would the kids care about that F?
The want to do well has been dwindling. And then COVID happened and it was like, now there is zero care or the idea of failing is just an option. And if you fail, it's going to be okay.
I can put as many zeros in this grade book as I want to. They're going to move that child to the 8th grade next year.
Bryant says a big problem is the way kids are promoted to grades they're not ready for, and that many should be held back.
I feel like if your child is sitting in 7th grade and they get a test and they're clearly still performing on a grade 2, grade 3 level, we obviously need to hold that child back and see what's going on instead of just moving them forward.